Okay, the last thing I'm going to show you today is something called inverse trig. Inverse trig, okay, so you know, looks something like this. And inverse trig, well, let's give you an example here. You're going to have say a right triangle here like this. And this right triangle, let's say, has some angle A, B, and C. Okay, so here's this right triangle. Let's say I know that this is 7 and this guy is 10. Well, what I can tell here is that I know, let's say I want to find out what angle A is. Okay, so I want to find out what that angle is. In order to do that, I don't have, if I had this angle, I could do it by the 180, which I don't. So I'm going to have to use trigonometry. What I'm going to say here is, well, with regards to A, I know the opposite and I know the hypotenuse. And if you remember, that's going to be sine. So right now I'm going to write down that the sine of A is equal to 7 over 10. That's what the sine of A would be. It would be 7 over 10. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my calculator now, okay, and I'm going to find out what is angle A. And how I do that is I have to go to, right here I see sine, but right above it I'm going to see this. So right above sine, I see sine negative 1. Now don't interpret that as 1 over sine. It doesn't mean that. Okay? It means the inverse of sine. And so if I already know this, 7 over 10, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to second function. It's usually a second function, sine, which gives me, I'll just show you here, sine negative 1. Now sine negative 1 of 7 divided by 10, okay, of 7 divided by 10, will give me my answer of 44.4 degrees. And so what that tells me is that this angle A is 44.4 degrees. It's very easy to figure these things out, and it's a way of getting that angle. Now once I know this angle, of course I can get this angle right away. Now you could have done this question a little differently, and I'll show you that. What you could have done is, I'll give you the same picture again. Okay, this was A, B, C, and this was 7, and that's 10. Now instead of angle A, I could have chosen to do angle B, because for angle B, I know the adjacent and I know the hypotenuse. And if you recall, that's cosine. And so if I do the cosine of B, okay, that's going to equal 7 over 10. So now to solve angle B, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, well, that's the inverse cos. So I'm going to go second function cos, okay, second function cosine of 7 divided by 10. And when I solve that, I end up getting 45.6. 45.6 degrees. Okay, that's what this one is, 45.6. The nice thing is I think we ended up getting, what was it again, 44.4 for this. And that should make sense. If you look, both these angles match. They all add up to 180. So it doesn't matter which one you start with. Just make sure you use the correct trig function for what the values that they give you.